to order the Arapahoe County Board of County Commissioners public meeting today, November 14th. And to my left is Ron Carl, County Attorney, and to my right is Jolene Sanchez, Assistant Clerk to the Board. Ms. Sanchez, would you call the roll of the Board, please?
Commissioner Jackson? Here. Commissioner Cullen?
Here.
Commissioner Conti?
Good morning.
Good morning. Commissioner Baker?
Here.
Commissioner Sharp?
Here. Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Carl, do we have any modifications to the agenda this morning?
There are no modifications.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
I so move.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Holland, seconded by Commissioner Jackson. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. We have one set of minutes for October 24th, 2017 to approve. We had a full board. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, ma'am.
Second. Motion made by Commissioner Baker, seconded by Commissioner Conti. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. We have two ceremonies this morning, and these are both retirement ceremonies, which is a happy and sad day, both mixed feelings, I think. So I will read the resolutions and then invite Mark Scott and both of our retiring individuals to come up and say something that they would like, and thank you all for being here. So first resolution is 170, and it's whereas Betty L. Fine began her employment with Arapahoe County on April 1st, 1989, and whereas Betty began her career with the Arapahoe County Assessor's Office as a temporary clerk in the commercial department and was hired permanently as an administrative clerk 2 in the abstract department on March 1st, 1990. Betty worked in abstract for the majority of her tenure, steadily advancing from administrative clerk 2 to the administrative clerk 3, mapping, GIS technician, team leader, and to assistant supervisor for the abstract division on January 21st, 2003. On February 18, 2015, Betty joined the administrative division as assistant supervisor. She will officially retire on December 1, 2017, after 28 years of dedicated service. And whereas Betty has demonstrated commitment to excellence, which led to the development of expert knowledge and extraordinary addition to detail in her work, allowing her to decipher the most complex legal descriptions along with an innate reliability and dedication which were highly valued, and whereas Betty has always been willing to share her knowledge and expertise and cultivated an exceptional rapport with her fellow co-workers, other county departments, and taxpayers. In 2016, Betty's expertise assisted Arapahoe County in successfully defending the legal description dispute in the Arapahoe County District Court case, City of Littleton versus Coleman Sackdahl. Betty's testimony in this case also contributed to procedures established by the Division of Property Taxation for all counties to abide. Betty has proven to be a true asset to Arapahoe County, and whereas Betty is confident and resourceful in encouraging others to develop her own skills, especially in training new employees, she has been respected for her commitment, loyalty, and professionalism throughout her career at Arapahoe County. And whereas Betty is deeply involved with her children and grandchildren and looks forward to spending more time with them and is looking forward to having the freedom to travel in order to stay close with family and friends. And whereas Betty has been a valuable asset to the assessor's office and will be sincerely missed, especially her delicious snack day monkey bread. You may have to send that in. She served Arapahoe County citizens and her co-workers exceptionally well. Now, therefore, let it be resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Arapahoe County to recognize the contributions that Betty L. Fine has made as a valued employee of Arapahoe County, and hereby declares that her future shall prosper as Arapahoe County has under her dedication and service. So, welcome. And Mark, do you want to come up? And Betty, come on up. It's picture time and...
Good morning, Mark Scott, Assessor's Office. 2017, this year we've had, I think, 8 or 9 retirements with longevity. The 2 today are 2 of the longest. Betty's 28 years and later Suzanne's 33 years. But in working with both of these ladies over the last 6 years, it's been a real pleasure to get to know them both. And you mentioned in the resolution the trial, which was ably handled by our county attorney's office. We do often ask our appraisers to testify in court. That's part of the job. It is not part of the job for the administrative staff. When that first came up, and John Christopherson was telling Betty, well, we have a legal description issue. We're going to need you to testify. Like anybody, she kind of, well, not sure I want to do that, but she was good at it. We fast forwarded through the preparation of the trial, and Betty did a tremendous job. She's just a natural witness simply because she's sincere, and that sincerity and honesty just comes out. And very relaxed. Looks like she enjoyed it. We said, we bring you back, you just keep doing it. But she did great.
It sounds like expert witness.
Yeah, we bring her back on a contract.
Testimony.
As long as I bring in my cinnamon rolls, right?
Yes, exactly.
But that is over and above and beyond her job description, and we appreciate it. And that is Betty. I think in a nutshell, that is Betty and the work she's done. And we were talking the other day, and Betty said, well, everybody's replaceable, and you'll move on. And we do replace somebody to come in and do the work. What we can't replace is the person, and we're really going to miss Betty. So congratulations, and our door's always open.
Okay.
And we will miss you greatly.
I'm going to haunt you guys.
Okay. The microphone is...
You want to say?
Well, I just want to thank everybody for coming and supporting me, because without all of you, I wouldn't be here today. So it's been a pleasure working with all of you, and I'm going to miss all of you. But like I just told Mark, I'm coming back to visit, so may not always have the cinnamon rolls with, but I'm coming back to visit all of you. Thank you very much.
That's a good thing. Thank you. And I will entertain a motion for Resolution 170, and that's for Betty Fine, the resolution. Motion made. Oops.
I'll go ahead and make that motion and just say congratulations. We really appreciate all of your hard work.
Commissioner Jackson.
And I also want to thank you and just mention that 28 years is real dedication and real service, and that you've left a legacy that we can all be proud of. And so thank you very much. And with that, I second the resolution.
Motion made by Commissioner Baker, seconded by Commissioner Jackson. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously, and good luck. Very best of luck to you. And well, thank you. We really do appreciate it, and glad you stuck it out with us for all those years. And I guess Suzanne is going to say, we're going to say the same thing, because we really do appreciate it. It's I know the county is better for the work that both of you all have done and the commitment to service. So our second resolution is for Suzanne Hopkins. And whereas Suzanne Hopkins began her employment with the Arapahoe County Assessor's Office as a temporary employee on January 30th, 1984, and was hired as a permanent full-time administrative clerk on January 1st, 1985. During Suzanne's 33-year tenure, she held a variety of positions such as customer service clerks 1 and 2, unit supervisor, division supervisor, Aurora office administrator, administrative supervisor, and will retire as customer relations supervisor on December 1st, 2017. That's going to be a sad day, December 1st. And whereas Suzanne has been an invaluable member of the assessor's family, always with a knowledgeable approach, professional and proactive demeanor with our taxpayers and her peers. Her willingness to help other departments take on any task, reach out to those in need, and just get the job done attitude has been a huge contribution to the office success and a great reputation that the assessor's office maintains. And whereas Suzanne has a friendly and compassionate attitude, is kind-hearted, and always provided whatever is needed with a smile. The unwavering offering of patience and the composed, sweet reminder of switch gears to those of us in need of a reminder to calm down. That's a good one. I'm going to have to remember that one, switch gears. Whereas Suzanne, during her tenure with the assessor's office, has worked with 6 different assessors, and whereas Suzanne has managed a strong customer relations division during extreme high-volume periods that at times were filled with adversity, she has encouraged her staff to be the best they can be and has used her experience as a tool to teach and empower. And whereas in November of 2015, Suzanne completed her duty in serving as a mentor in the LEAD pilot program. This year, long commitment required Suzanne to enhance her own management skills while mentoring, guiding, and encouraging her mentee. And whereas during her more than 33 years of public service to Arapahoe County, her dedication, knowledge, and willingness to help others has made her a valuable asset to the assessor's office in Arapahoe County. And whereas Suzanne will now enjoy a well-deserved retirement by spending more time with her children and grandkids, she will continue to serve her community so that her family and especially her grandchildren will know her legacy. Suzanne will continue to grow and be guided by the adoration and wishes of her beloved husband, Alan Sr. Her accomplishments and happiness are a dedication to his love and memory. And whereas Suzanne will be sincerely missed by her co-workers, supervisor, the assessor, and the citizens of Arapahoe County. Now, therefore, let it be resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Arapahoe County to officially recognize the contributions that Suzanne Hopkins has made as a valued employee of Arapahoe County and thereby declares that her future shall prosper as Arapahoe County has under her dedication and service. Mark, Suzanne? That looks like it's very appropriate for what you just read here.
I don't know if you're ever ready to retire, but I mentioned longevity. Suzanne has the longest longevity, I think, of anyone retiring this year, and we have a couple other 30+ year people in the office, but we're going to miss Suzanne a great deal. We know a lot about Suzanne. I hope some of you know some of her backstory, but was it this summer or last summer? I lose track. But Suzanne has been an inspiration to us in her climb to the clouds, in memory of her late husband, Alan. Climbed all 56 stories of the Republic Plaza stairs. Massive job. She did it. When we first heard she was training for that, I saw her in the stairwell. She was going up and down the stairs. So I said, Suzanne, are you okay? And are you late for something? And she said, no, I'm training. And for those of you who've been in Republic Plaza, that is a very tall building. And she did it. And she's just that kind of person. So we are really going to miss you. Suzanne has worked for, I guess a better term would be put up with 6 different assessors over the years, and I'm sure she could tell some stories there too. But yeah,
yeah, the book will be coming out.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody writes one.
The tell-all. Huh?
Suzanne, we will miss you terribly, and like with Betty, the door is always open. You know how to get in, and how to get out, and where we are, and we want to see you come back. So thank you for everything that you did.
Well, thank you guys. I really have enjoyed the ride, the journey. I started here just needing a job, and we had just transferred from Alaska here. And the plan was we were fortunate enough to be stationed here twice. And the second time around was to get the house and retire here, and that's what we did. So I got the job, and then the rest is 33 years. Oh, let me just get my paper here. I am very grateful and filled with gratitude to be standing here with you guys.
Thank you. Oh, can you hear me now? I'm very grateful and filled with gratitude to be standing here on my own terms with you guys today. I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting me this morning. And of course, Monique is over there. One of our 2 children. What I realized, I've been preparing, helping other people get their resolutions and all that stuff over a period of time. But as I was approaching my decision as to if I even wanted a resolution, it came to me that yes, you do want one. Because I know my grandchildren, and even my children don't really know all that I've done over these 33 years, but I know my grandchildren and possibly great-grandchildren is going to ask that question about Grandma. What did Grandma do? So having something in writing, like a resolution, tells the story, or part of the story. When I first started, I didn't even know what the assessor's office was. I just knew that it seemed like it was a job that I could do. So I came over. I mean, that was before GPSs was in cars, okay? And I was like, where's this place? So I remember stopping and asking that question to some auto repair shop on Broadway. And he said, oh, you're almost there. Just go up Santa Fe, take a little left, and you're there. And sure enough, I made the trip. And then I had the opportunity to sit with Mark Rich. And he kind of told me how to read the characteristics of my house. Because I didn't know, well, I don't have that. Well, do you have this? Yeah, I do. Or then I have that, So he kind of got me started with that. I have really enjoyed working in the assessor's office. I have worked only on one side. I mean, I've worked on all sides, but mainly on the administrative side. The support that I've gotten over time has been really rewarding because, like I said, I couldn't be standing here without all of you. I hope that my contribution to Arapahoe County will be long felt. Please know that I may be retiring, but know that I will always serve as an ambassador for Arapahoe County and the assessor's office. I'm going to have a reception with cake.
Oh.
On the 30th. Thursday the 30th.
What time?
You guys stop by for more storytelling and refreshments and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you guys. I think I know everybody here. I appreciate you guys coming. I will miss all of you. And I do know where to come, okay? I'll be coming to the picnics and stuff. So, okay. Thank you.
We have a motion to adopt the resolution for Suzanne Hopkins' retirement.
I so move.
Motion made by Commissioner Holland, seconded by Commissioner Conti. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. I'm not even going to ask this time. Opposed, abstentions, although I think everybody would like to oppose you leaving. But thank you. But all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Commissioner Baker.
I just wanted to say that it seemed like every time I met up with Suzanne, it was because we were moving part of her office somewhere, or sometimes back to certain locations. And what an advocate for her folks throughout the whole assessor's office. She always was the person to ask how many restrooms they were going to have, or how close to a coffee pot or a coffee nook, or where a refrigerator would go. She was always interested in the comfort of the assessor's office employees. And a lot of times the employees may not have seen that aspect of her, but as far as telling facilities what she wanted, she was not shy. So I want to say I appreciate your advocacy on behalf of your the staff of the assessor's office, and I will miss seeing you around the office.
Thank you. Commissioner Jackson.
Thank you. I haven't really directly worked with you, but I just will say that I really admire two things that I know about you. 33 years is a major accomplishment, and I know that you have grown and learned as you increased your longevity, if you will. And climbing those stairs. I try to do the stairs in this building, and by the time I get to fourth, I'm... So those two things really speak to your dedication and tenacity and skills and qualities to be much admired. So thank you very much for your service to the county.
Commissioner Holland.
I just echo what everybody says about you. And the aspect of your life that people don't understand is being the wife of a military person, and the struggles and support that you have given your husband over the years, and is truly a patriotic commitment. And I want to thank you and your family for that.
Commissioner Conti.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I just also want to echo the comments that have been made. And, I think back to recent, little talks that I've heard, and, the phrase that nobody works for anybody for 30 years anymore, that's a thing of the past. And I'll tell you what, I would love to introduce those people to the two wonderful women that we've had retire here today. And I think that that's because we've had a true admiration society that's existed between these two wonderful ladies and a great county office. And I thank you so much for that, for the example that it has set, and for what you have meant to the county for these many, almost 3 decades and more. Thank you.
Well said. And, Suzanne, you want to come back and train on the stairs here? Only got a few floors, but, come back and we'll make sure that our sheriff's department knows that everything's okay with seeing somebody going up and down the stairs a whole bunch of times. That's okay. In fact, you may get people to join you. Good exercise, part of our wellness program. I think that's part of our exercise program. So thank you both very much, and really appreciate your dedication to the county, and wish you both the very, very best in retirement, and come back and visit us. So one more. Let's just, thank you. I think we're going to have to send the extra boxes of Kleenex over on December 1st to the assessor's office because it's not going to be an easy day. Okay, we will move on to the citizens' comment period. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on anything that is not on the agenda this morning? Okay, not seeing anyone. We will move on to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Motion made by Commissioner Conti, seconded by Commissioner Baker. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. We have one general business item, and it's a public hearing, Parker and Florida Library Children's Edition Vacation of Easement, and that's B17-003. Our presenter is Molly Orkild-Larson, Senior Planner, Public Works and Development, and our attorney is Mr. Robert Hill, Senior Assistant County Attorney. Mr. Hill, would you set the foundation, please?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. This vacation of a drainage easement has been properly noticed as required under our Land Development Code. The Board has jurisdiction to proceed.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Orkild-Larson, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. Molly Orkild-Larson, Senior Planner with the Public Works Department. What's before you this morning is the Parker and Florida Library Children's Edition, Vacation of Easements. The applicant is Studiotrope Design Collective, who is acting on behalf of the property owner, the Arapahoe Library District. This application proposes to vacate a portion of the drainage easement in order to allow the building of the addition of the Eloise May Library. Accompanying this vacation request is a location and extent application which proposes to add approximately 2,400 square feet to the existing library. The location extent application was approved last Tuesday by the Planning Commission. Staff recommends this application to be approved based on the findings in the staff report. This concludes my presentation. If you have any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer them. The applicant's representative is here, and he has some boards that he'd like to go over with you and give you a little bit more information on the library edition.
Any questions? Commissioner Jackson.
Thank you. I'm quite familiar with this project, and I think it's really exciting that library is crowded all the time. But I'm hoping that you will discuss, since it is a drainage easement, and that area is famous for, I'll say, idiosyncratic drainage issues, that you be sure and help us understand why this may not cause drainage issues further on.
Okay. I have Sue Liu from our engineering department, and she can come up and speak a little bit on the topic.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, Ms. Liu.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sue Liu with the Engineer Division. The original drainage easement actually was dedicating a lot more than was necessary. So now they reduced the easement to foot above the 100 years floodplain, which
So even higher than the 100 years should be very safe.
Yes, very safe. And the pond was originally oversized, which will be captured additional flow with additional building. So that's the reason engineering supports the dedication.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, the vacation.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you. And we'll welcome the applicant or representative.
Good morning.
Good morning. Could you state your name and address for the record, please?
Jared Floyd with Studiotrope Design Collective, and we're at 2942 Walton Street, Denver, Colorado.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. So I was just going to go over a couple of things just to give you a little bit broader idea of what was going on. I know sometimes these are kind of compartmentalized. As Sulu did mention, the drainage easement, whenever the building was originally built, they did oversize the pond. I think the thought was that there probably would be an addition at some point. So the existing detention pond is big enough to handle the 24 square foot addition. And then also we are still staying above the 100-year floodplain. So with that, we feel confident that it's okay to go ahead and build in this area. Just to kind of show you where it is, here's Florida Avenue along here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Here's Florida Avenue along here. So the new addition would basically be along the kind of Florida Avenue side. Here would be Pucker Road out here. And so the vacation easement would basically be right here where we're proposing the new addition against the existing building in this small area right here. Just to kind of give you an idea of the broader project, it's basically going to be, by the time we're finished, approximately 3,000 square foot total children's library. So as you can see, here's the existing building right here. So we're proposing basically adding this and this. We're keeping within the existing architecture, so we're trying to make it look pretty seamless to the overall addition. And just to show you kind of a couple of images. Here's the existing detention pond right here, and as you can see, we're still quite a ways a bit above it. And then I think this is the 100-year floodplain mark up there, so we're still above that as well. But just to kind of give you an idea, it'll basically be a spot where the children can go and be kids. It'll be acoustically separated from the main part of the library. It'll provide them a story time area that's dedicated. It can also be shut off from the rest of the children's library and the library, so that way if they want to do any kind of more makerspace-like activities, they'll be able to have that one space where they can kind of have their fun. It'll also provide some tutoring and computer areas for the tweens and the younger kids. I know a lot of times at the computers, the kids get pretty rowdy around that, so the idea is to pull them out so that the main part of the library remains more of the feel that you expect whenever you walk into a library, but then you have an area for the kids to kind of enjoy their activities.
Okay. So they can be a little more noisy.
Exactly. And that concludes my presentation.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Any questions? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to open the public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this issue? Okay. Seeing no one, I will close the public hearing and entertain a motion. Commissioner Jackson.
Thank you. As I mentioned earlier, the library, all these libraries in my district, and I've visited many times, and there are a lot of children in that library, which is a wonderful thing. But I think the addition will be a truly appreciated enhancement to the library. And so, therefore, in the case of V17-003, Parker and Florida Library Children's Edition, Vacation of Easement, I have reviewed the staff report, including all exhibits and attachments, and have listened to the applicant's presentation and any public comment as presented at the hearing. And hereby move to approve this application based on the findings in the staff report, subject to the following condition. 1. Prior to the recording of the vacation of easement, the applicant shall address the public works staff comments and concerns.
I will second that.
Motion made by Commissioner Jackson, seconded by Commissioner Holan. Any further questions? Comments? Seeing none. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much and good luck, and I'm sure it'll be a great addition to the library. So are there any commissioner comments today? Commissioner Baker.
This may be news for some of the commissioners, but I just wanted to report, and I've learned late yesterday from our Public Works Director, that one of our animal control officers, the supervisor of the animal control unit, will be deploying to the Virgin Islands for 14 days to assist in stray, injured animal rescue and transport. Altogether, there's 4 from local animal control officers. The city of Aurora is sending 1 animal control officer. Jefferson County is sending 2, and we're sending Caitlin Cahill for 14 days. This has been approved through the chain of command, and Nathan Fogg, who runs our Office of Emergency Management, is working with finance and with Public Works, of course, to track her time, her hours, which we will be reimbursed for. I know we've asked our staff this year to each department to complete the National Incident Management System training, and this is an example of why that is so important for our staff to complete that training, is so that their salaries can be reimbursed to the county. I just want to wish Caitlin good luck in her travels, safe travels, and wish her all the best and a safe return. She'll be doing excellent, excellent work with animals when she's there. This is in support of the hurricane damage and conditions that are in the Virgin Islands.
Wow. Yes. I know it's a few days after, but I just want to recognize Veterans Day, which was last Saturday, and we have so many veterans. We have a large number of veterans living in our county, and to continue to express our appreciation not only for our veterans on our board, but those in our county who work in our county and live in our county, and express appreciation to those that are currently serving and those, as well. And so thank you again from, I think a lot of grateful people in our county. So thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for service. And as the child of a veteran, I know how important it is, and for the families as well to have their support. So thanks again, and with that, our meeting is adjourned. Good meeting. Child. I shouldn't have said child. It was a child. That's once.